Good afternoon. Here is the national news from BGI TV, Baba Bagide Imo TV. Today, the 20th day in the month of August, year 2022. I am Morire Rebila Lawal. First are the major headlines for the national news. Governors above 50 years should resign first. Nigerians react to governor's call to Buhari to sack workers above 50. Gunmen attack Osun First Lady's convoy. Kidnapped Nasarawa commissioner regains freedom. Lawless soldiers brutalize policemen for seizing colleagues' Okada. Police advise Nigerians to fight insecurity with CCTV. ISWAP terrorist leader planning to marry 21-year-old Kaduna train victim. Now the news in detail. Worried by the near-collapsed economy the nation is currently grappling with, governors of the 36 states of the Federation recently proposed to the federal government to, among others, compulsorily retire all civil servants above 50 years of age, as well as impose levy on workers earning up to 30,000 and above monthly. Coming at that time, millions of Nigerians are either unemployed or underemployed. The proposals are being met with outright rejection, with many urging the governors to bury their heads in shame. Describing the proposals as wicked and insensitive, some argue that it is against the civil service law and admonish the governors who are above 50 years of age to first resign from office before making such advice to the federal government. Constitutional lawyer and senior advocate of Nigeria, Mike Ozekome, described the proposal as inhuman, wondering what the nation stands to gain if it eats the governor's advice and populate an already saturated labor market. So the next story from Osun State. Convoy of wife of Osun State Governor Mrs. Kafayat Oyetola was reportedly attacked by suspected hoodlums Friday morning, though information about the incident was still sketchy. As of the time of filing this report, sources in Owode, Ede, where the incident occurred, said the convoy of Mrs. Oyetola was heading to Osogbo and was around Owode Market when intermittent gunshots were heard around 8 p.m. on Friday. A resident of the area, who preferred to be simply identified as Alayode, told our correspondent on Saturday that a truck had created obstruction of traffic when the convoy arrived at Owode Market Junction. It was while trying to make the truck driver to move that altercation ensued between security men attached to the convoy. I heard several gunshots where I stood near the junction. It was dark, but there was altercation between security men and some people suspected to be hoodlums, he said. Osun Police Command spokesperson Yemisi Balola has not responded to text message sent to her on the matter as of the time of filing this report. But information officer of the First Lady, Oluwatomise Iluyomode, said the convoy was attacked. She said no life was lost in the incident. Some security personnel attached to the convoy sustained various degrees of injuries. And to the next story. The abducted Nasarawa State Commissioner for Information, Culture and Tourism, Yakubu Lawal, has regained freedom after 5 days in captivity. Lawal was kidnapped by gunmen who stormed his residence on Monday night and whisked him away to an unknown destination. The incident occurred in the Nasarawa Egon local government area of the state. There were sporadic gunshots before the commissioner was abducted. Speaking with our correspondent in Lafia on Friday, the state's police public relations officer, Rahman Nansel, said the commissioner was released due to sustained pressure from officers of the command on the gunmen. He said the abducted commissioner has been released around 6 p.m. yesterday and he has been reunited with his family. Based on credible information, we gathered that the kidnappers took the commissioner to Tawagali area around Mada Station in Nasarawa Egon LGA, so we mobilized our men to go after them. On getting there, we mounted pressure on them, so they had to leave the commissioner there and ran away. No money was paid, none of the kidnappers had been arrested, but we are making everything sure and working around the clock to get them arrested. So another part of story from security angle. Some soldiers attached to the Abati Barracks, Surulere, Lagos State, have allegedly brutalized 3 policemen for arresting a yet-to-be-identified man who was caught defying a state government's ban on Okada in the area. Punch Metro gathered that the man, who was suspected to be a soldier, was riding his Okada around Ojuelegba to link the barracks when the policemen who were enforcing the ban on motorcycle operations in the area accosted him. The policemen, consisting of 2 inspectors, a police constable, among others, arrested him and impounded his motorcycle. The policemen, who were attached to the Surulere Police Division, were said to be making plans to convey the man and his motorcycle to the station when no fewer than 20 soldiers stormed the premises. A source who spoke to a correspondent on Thursday said the soldiers attacked the patrol team and injured the police constable and inspectors. When they got there, they started attacking the policemen until they were able to set the man that was arrested free. They also dispossessed the policeman of the seized motorcycle and went away with it. The man that was arrested did not wear a uniform, but after the attack, he and the soldiers entered the Abati Barracks. That is why it is believed that he is a soldier. The incident happened around 10:30 p.m. on Wednesday, the source said. Moving on to the next story concerning insecurity as well. The Nigeria Police Force has urged citizens to install closed-circuit television CCTV in their homes, offices, and business premises to curb insecurity in the country. The statement made by the Police Public Relations Officer of the Ebonyi State Police Command, SP Chris Anyanwu, gave the advice on Friday. Anyanwu said the device had assisted the operations of the security agency in apprehending robbers and other criminals. The spokesman said CCTV played a role in the arrest of 3-man syndicates who specialized in attacking shopping malls and supermarkets in Ebonyi. The syndicate robbed POS operators and bank customers after they withdrew cash within Abakaliki, the state capital. Anyanwu noted that a replay of the recordings helped to capture notorious hoodlums after a recent robbery. The criminals carried out their nefarious activities on a motorbike armed with pistols, which have been resolved and recovered. They enter shops in the guise of buying stuff while their real gangmates looks around to dispossess customers of the valuables at gunpoint. Before we call it a wrap on the national news this hour, here comes the last story, still on insecurity. One of the leaders of Islamic State West African province, ISWAP terrorists that attacked the Abuja-Kaduna train on March 28 is planning to marry 21-year-old Azarfa Lois John, the youngest victim of the attack. A member of the negotiating team, Tukur Mamu, confirmed the development on Friday. Mamu said the marriage could take place any moment from now. In a statement issued to newsmen in Kaduna on Friday, Mamu said he got wind of the activity through a credible source. He said, as they have done in the case of Leah Sharibo, they are planning to marry her any moment from now. Mahmoud disclosed this is to allow the federal government and especially the Christian Association of Nigeria that I can confirm through credible information at my disposal that if urgent action is not taken to immediately secure the release of the youngest victim of the train attack, a 21-year-old Azarfa Lois John, the abductors, as they have done in the case of Leah Sharibu, are planning to marry her any moment from now. That concludes the national news this hour, 20th day in the month of August 2022. Before we go, a quick recap of some major headlines. Governors above 50 years should resign first. Nigerians react to governors call to Buhari to sack workers above 50. Gunmen attack Osun First Lady's convoy. We also brought to you kidnapped Nasarawa commissioner regains freedom. And finally, ISWAP terrorist leader planning to marry 21-year-old Kaduna train victim. For more updates on YouTube, our handle is Baba Bagede Imo TV. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell. Kindly select option all for you to access our broadcast. On Facebook, Bagede Imo with Alawi Adebayo. Please like and follow the page. On Instagram, Bagede Imo _22. For other placement recruiting services, coverage of events and function, please dial the phone number streaming on your screen for advert placement only. Thank you for watching. I am Morire Rebila Lawal. Good afternoon and have a lovely weekend.